Hello. With the Titan event that's going on, a lot of people are like, I didn't know I needed to save X resources. I mean, I would say it in all my videos that you should have been saving like Titan potions, that you should have been saving like your Titan skinstone stuff. And a lot of people are always like, well, why said how I didn't know I needed to save that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna do a video where I talk about like all the various resources you should save for various events. Since we're the Titan event's the most like relevant for this, like right now we'll start that, but then we'll go talk about all the other things like pet resources and artifacts and all that stuff. But with skin stones though, right, it takes depending on what level your skins are, you want to be able to level, because the Titan events come all around like somewhat often. Like I said, they've also had like the other like follow-ups for the light and dark artifact stuff where you have to do the same kind of requirements. But you have to do like 40 levels in a skin. So if your skins are 30, level 30, like you're gonna need a lot more skin stones. Like if you still have Titans that don't have like skins leveled up, you will need less resource because it's like 375, then it's like 500. So, but I would, as a good rule of thumb, I would recommend trying to keep at least 50,000 Titan skin stones on your account for events like this, so you can add some skins. If you have more than that, it's better. You can buy Titan skin stones for Bronze Guild War trophies. I don't really like, so the Bronze Guild War trophies, I don't really like trading them for skin stones. Isn't like really, like I said, I think for the bronze okay, but it's like you don't want to trade down the other ones. Because if you're trading down the other ones, you're probably missing out on leveling up your Titan totems and stuff, which is the main thing you should be doing with your totems, is using them for your, or main thing you should is trophies for leveling up your Titan totems. So you can't, I said, trading down the bronze for skin stones, okay, that's one thing, but trying to trade down your silvers and your golds for skin stones, I think that's really bad because it takes a long time to level up all your totems. It takes a lot of trophies, so I don't recommend doing that. Um, so there's that. Titan potions is the other one where you want, like I said, because you have to add like 80 levels here. Getting to 85, like I said, it's about 120,000 or something. But if all your Titans are 85 already, you'll need a lot more. So honestly, just try to keep like 2 to 300,000 Titan potions. I know that's a lot, and it seems like a lot to hold off. But remember, you can buy Titan potions here. And they're fairly inexpensive. It's 75 for Time Potion. Again, this is another thing you can buy with Bronze Guild War trophies as well. If you have like surplus, you can use your Guild War trophies. For these, you can use, I have a lot of silvers, wow. You can use Bronze Guild War trophies to buy some Time Potions here too, but they're kind of expensive. These, like I said, the Soul Coin's much better deal. Like the soul coins are much easier to get. They're much better deals. I don't really recommend that. I mean, if you're gonna trade for Titan's resources, do the skin stones instead of the potions. Use skin coins for that. But try to get like, I mean, honestly, 200,000 or whatever, however many you need to do 80 levels, so you can get those resources for relatively free. That's what I recommend on that. Um, Other events like emeralds, like a lot of times, I mean, if you can keep like 100,000 emeralds on your account or so, like 120, I think the most you'll see on an event's like 120 spend. Like this one has 120. Like that's the most you'll ever see on like a single event is 120. So keeping 120 is probably the most. Like there's a lot of events like Summerfest is usually like 65. A lot of events are like 60 or 50 to 80,000 depending. Some will just be 50, some will be like 80,000. A lot will be like 65,000 emeralds. So just keep that in mind. Like if, like so, especially big quarterly events, there's like that having them. Like Winterfest is probably the only exception. Like Winterfest, you probably want to have closer to 200k on these. Like, and you can just buy these during 4x. Just wait till 4x comes up. Spend, like whatever your budget is, whether it be $12 or $30 or whatever it is during a 4x. And same for the events you really care about. Just same for the events you really care about. Artifact resource or artifact chest keys. Try to save at least 100 of these. For Winterfest, you need 200. For every other event, though, there's like no other event that needs more than 100. So try to keep 100 of these in your inventory. Before Winterfest, you might want to go to 200. I have like way more than I need, but I don't really need artifact resource on this account anymore. Um, I have one other Titan thing I forgot, like the Titan summoning spheres. You probably want to keep 150 because there are the Foundation Power, which I think has 150 open on it for requirements. So 150 of these you should keep in your inventory. The rest you can open, but try to keep 150. Um, pet stuff. Pet eggs, always try to keep at least 80 because the Great Storm happens every other month. You have to open up 80 pet eggs. During Winterfest, you end up having to open up a bit more. You'd have to, like I said, usually have to open up like 200-ish, about 200-ish during Winterfest. So where during Winterfest you might want to accumulate more. But like I said, the rest of the time though, try to keep 80 in your inventory. For that. And there's like, that's I think pretty much like all the resources you really need to try to keep up surplus on. I mean, there are like gold, like the basic gold stuff, but a lot of these events will give you gold. Soul stones. I've talked about this a lot. You want to keep your soul stones available. Like these chests, use these for when you need to collect souls. You can always just use them to for stuff like if you need souls for whatever hero you're working on, like say you're working on Isaac, just wait till there's an event where you need to collect souls before you use these for Isaac. Same thing with like these ones, the other ones here, the smaller ones. The demon dolls can all have souls in them, like on all the demon doll variants, like all these, which are demon doll variants. These can all have souls in them, so just save them for events where you need to collect souls. Like, you know, and like, so the Summerfest, there will be 1,000 collect souls requirement. Most other events don't have more than 500 or 600 collect souls. So right here, this is 500 souls right here. This is 100, this 100, these are 50 each. There's 10 of these, that's 500. 151 demon dolls, like that'll probably give me at least 100 souls by the time I went through all of them. These kind of things have souls in them. That's 15 souls here, that's 50 souls here. 50 souls here, right? These things all, you know, have like their different, like you can, this is 100 souls here because you have 5 each. So you can just save these kind of boxes for when you need to collect souls here, whatever heroes you're working on. Like I have all my heroes absolute star on this count except Elmir. I have enough souls for Elmir to get an absolute star, but let's say if I, like said, had these boxes but I didn't have Jet absolute star, I could use this during an event to get Jet to absolute star or something, or at least get more souls towards that. And just like all that stuff. Oh, I never even opened my party box from the anniversary event. Like there's a lot of stuff in here I could probably open up, but it is, like I said, I'm pretty like a hoarder, but it's good. It's good to be a hoarder, so you can. It's not necessarily bad to be a hoarder. I mean, the main reason I don't open a lot of stuff on this account is because I don't need to anymore. On my other account, my inventory is a lot more cleaned up, but you know, a lot of it's just kind of trying to be prepared for the various events, holding on to resources, like just enough so you can do the various quests to maximize the value out of these. Like, there's a lot of quests on this one. Just like the 40 Titan skins, the 80 levels, like a lot of that is free resources. Like it's literally free resources if you're prepared. Oh yeah, energy potions. Like you want to save energy potions too. Like there'll be a lot of events where you have to spend like 15,000 energy or whatever. Having some energy potions is good. See this one, energy right here. This one has 16,000, for example. Like, so having some extra energy potions you can call upon is good. And same thing, like if you have like energy in your mailbox, you can use that as well. Like always watch, make sure there's not like an expiration date. If there's no expiration date, this will stay in your mailbox until you use it. If there is an expiration date, just be wary. Let's see if there's anything I have with an expiration. There you go. That has an expiration date. So you want to claim stuff with an expiration date before it expires. But stuff that doesn't have an expiration date, there's no rush to claim it. You can leave this in here for end of time. It won't disappear until you click on it. But yeah, I think that will do it for this one. If you missed my video about the Tenebris release event, you can find that below. Thanks for watching.